enduring. So I should have understood this from the jump, because he said my mule. He said my mule. So that right there alone tells you that this was a good thing, because when God is claiming something, he's not going to claim something that is of the devil. You see what I'm saying? He's claiming you to be his mule. What's going on, everybody? Mezariah here, and I'm back with another video. Today's video, we're getting into a confirming word for a specific group of people that are on a specific journey. And, this is a video to help you understand where you are and what God thinks of you. And before we start this video, I want you to please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with anybody that you may feel may resonate with this video. So, the experience that I had last week, it was really, really interesting. I've been dealing with something in particular that I've been waiting for, and I've been so patient. But, as you get to the end of certain things, when God has you waiting, you can get frustrated. And at the point of this experience, I wasn't really frustrated, but I think some days later, probably a few days later or a couple days later, I was starting to grow impatient because of how long I've been waiting and how long I've been suffering through. And it's really hard sometimes when God has you just waiting and you don't know necessarily every little thing, even though he's not going to always let you know every little thing. He just wants you to be obedient. He just wants you to go with the flow of what he is saying. So this other person that I've been experiencing this with, this is a person that I met just last month, and he helped me out a lot, right? He helped me out a lot, and he noticed something about me. He told me that I was really patient, and he was like, "That's a good virtue to have." And this is the same day that I experienced this confirmation. So he said that before the confirmation, and I was grateful for him, even though we had these little back and forth a little bit. It wasn't too major, but I was just really growing tired of just going through certain things. But I told this person that this particular thing that I'm waiting for, I need it to be genuine. I can't just let it be whatever it is and just say, here, you know what I mean? I want it to be backed by God, and I can't just accept or get some type of approval from a man to tell me that it's okay or this is okay, as opposed to God saying this is okay. You know what I mean? So I waited for this particular thing, because when I told him that, I was basically making a decision to say, I'm gonna wait another day. I'm gonna wait another day, because God is clearly telling me it's not the time right now. So as I was driving home, I I saw all these different license plates. Now I know a lot of people understand that the devil can talk to you through confirmation, right? But then you have God that will talk to you, and he will show you that he's talking to you, because we forget sometimes how specific he really is. God will talk to me through numbers, through license plates, through numbers on a gas station, through anywhere. And he will have me look up certain numbers and certain words. But in particular, to this day, I saw a word, and it's usually numbers that I see on license plates, but it was a car riding past, and the license plate said my mule. So I looked up mule, the understanding of a mule, the symbolism of a mule, and everything that I got was very negative. I'm like, what is this? A lot of things that I saw when I looked up what a mule represents, it showed stubbornness, it showed rebellion, it showed all these different things, and I'm like, oh no, why am I seeing this? Because I when I see things like that, I go directly back to God. I'm like, God, what's up? What's going on? You want to tell me something? Why does this mean this? And am I showing any characteristics of a mule that is stubborn, that is rebellious, or anything like that? But as I started getting to remind myself that everything has a duality understanding to it. There's a dual meaning to everything. There's a good and bad side just about everything you look up, you research, every number that you see. There's always a good or bad meaning to it. So I waited for a minute and I was like, hold up, let me do some more research. And then I saw all of these other characteristics and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm okay. I'm willing to accept the negative. That's why I asked God, am I doing anything that is rebellious or am I being stubborn about anything? And then I had to, I really had to see. But then you see other definitions like a dude is enduring, he's patient, he's humble. And that's what started making sense because of my actions that I did prior to that. So it was clear that when the person that I was experiencing this experience with, he told me I was patient. And then it reminded me, when I saw my mule, it reminded me of what he said. I'm like, okay, this is you confirming because when I made that decision to say, no, I'm gonna wait another time. It was God telling me that you are walking in long suffering. You are walking in a good virtue. You are being patient and you are enduring. So I should have understood this from the jump because he said my mule. He said my mule. So that right there alone tells you that this was a good thing because when God is claiming something, he's not going to claim something that is of the devil. You see what I'm saying? He's claiming you to be his mule, but he's not going to claim a mule that is stubborn, that is rebellious. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why every word is very intentional. Every word that he uses to try to get a message to you is very intentional. So he said, "My mule, you belong to me. And not only you're just patient or you're enduring or long suffering. You are what's the word that I'm looking for? A servant, right? Because a mule is looked at as a servant. David had Solomon ride the mule to get to the king to be anointed. You see what I'm saying? So it was all of these different layers that God showed me of who I was and who you guys are. Whoever this video is for, whoever this word is for, that is God talking. And how I know that that was confirmation is simply because I was walking in the fruit of long suffering. I was willing to just go without. I was willing to not take that approval, or to, I was willing to wait another day because I wanted to be directly from the Lord. Because when you start rushing stuff, it becomes close to witchcraft. You keep trying to force something that God says, hold out, just hold out. And he wants you to hold out for a reason. So everything is tied together. And because I saw the signs of him saying, hold out, I was like, maybe I should, because I went to the ATM to pay for this thing. The ATM was broken. The guy that I was scheduled to do this thing with, he rescheduled. He told me to wait until like 7 o'clock. And I was like, this is God delaying things for a reason, because he doesn't want it to be where as though you are, you know, getting or entangling yourself into something that is not from him. So he saw that I was willing to just say, you know what, I want this to be genuine. I want this to be real. And then he will confirm to you these things. And I'm like, this is such a beautiful thing, because God doesn't always let you know the good things. He wants you to know the bad things. He wants to warn you about these bad things that are headed your way, and he wants you to evade these things. So a lot of the times, most of the things that you see, the signs that you see, are not always good. Most of the time they're bad. Just like the dreams that you have, a lot of them are warnings. You see, and when I get a good message from Yah like this, it's like, yes, thank you for confirming to this, because confirming to me, because it's such a honor, you know what I mean, for God to speak to you in such a way. And it keeps you encouraged, you know what I mean? So when you are operating in those fruits, such as long suffering. And not, might I add, long suffering is probably one of the best fruits to operate in, because long suffering gets you the the answer to what you need. When you're willing to wait, you will start to see things clearly. Because if you rush into things, you kind of make a fool of yourself. Because let's say when people say when you are quick to assume, right? You make a out of you and me. And when you assume things, that means you are jumping the gun too quickly. You're not long suffering. You're not willing to see all sides of everything before you make a decision or accuse someone of something. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be long suffering. You have to be humble about everything. Humble. And when you are humble, God says his eyes are on the meek and humble on the earth. So when you are willing to say, Yah's in control of all of this, and you're willing for him to lead you, then he will start talking to you. And having that communication from Yah is one of the best gifts to ever have. Is one of the best things to ever have. I mean, you can go about your day without having anxiety. You know what I mean? And that's to have the creator of the universe talking to you. That's top notch, just blessings for God to actively talk to you, and you don't have to stress and not understand what not try to overwhelm yourself with what he's saying. You see, and you go throughout your life and understanding that everything is on his time, not yours. So that is a word for you guys. That is confirmation for you, because if you are waiting on something right now, if you are being patient for something, if you've been long suffering, you will understand that it's not for any reason. God is very intentional. I'm telling you, every single time at the end of what you get, you always look right back and you'll see it's a reason why he did it. And then you'll start to connect the dots. You'll start to connect the dots every single time. You're like, oh God, this is why you did this. And oh God, this is why you did that. And it's like, and this happens every single time. We all do it. We do it every single time. We get frustrated. We wait on something, we get frustrated, and then we finally get it. And then you're like, oh, I see what you were doing. Oh, because when you get it, you realize he didn't make one mistake. He didn't make one mistake. So to all the people that are waiting on something, you are patient, you are long suffering, you are enduring, and you also are a servant of the Lord. You are a servant of Yah. Because when God talks, he will give you four different meanings at once. He will give you four different layers of what he's saying. He will show you. When I tell you the man is intentional, he is intentional. I mean, you can't make this up. It's a double meaning. It's a triple meaning. It's a quadruple meaning. He's the best rapper alive. I'm telling you right now. He will speak in such a poetic way. He will say whatever he is he is feeling in the moment. He's very expressive. So, guys, if this word is for you, please pray on this word. Please talk to God to see if you are one of his mules, if you are one of his servants, if you have the qualities, not just to see if you are, but just to make sure you are on the right path, to make sure. And that is what a mule does. It walks. So we're all living things walk to some degree, but when you are in a certain part of your journey, you need to know certain things, and words like this will help you keep going. And yeah, so guys, I want you to, like I said, pray on everything that I said. Go to Yah about this in the name of Jesus, and truly get an answer about how your performance is. You see, and you will start to be motivated and encouraged to do more and more and more for the kingdom. And that's all, guys. That's it. That's all. And I'm out. I'll be back with another video. I'll talk to you later.